Hola y bienvenidos a España. Welcome to Spain. It's a track they know oh so very well. It still remains a very important free practice session though.
I sneezed. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's F126, we are in the Circuit de Catalunya. Strategy track activation.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Away! So let's do track acclimatization. I'm recording this on Saturday the 4th, which is sprint day at Silverstone. I will say that now I've played some Forza Horizon, spoiler alert, that this is stopping. Oh my god, have I just found a way of stopping it? Pressing A? Have I just learnt that after a year and a half of this game? Or a year and a, yeah, I guess a year and a half. I gave up trying to do Perfect Purple. Not doing well here. I probably have done it, that's fine. Thank you. Try some race strategy. I don't think we were going to be on that line. Looks like they're just like in the way. struggling with very uneven tyre wear. And what, in 3 laps I've got 20% on that tyre, that's ridiculous. A bit of a fuck up and go back.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
So we can't even do 10 laps on the mediums, probably. So I think it'll be a 2-stop race. Oh, this will be funny. Tyre management. Days. Let's try that again. So yeah, what we've learnt there already is you braking before the corner, which I should know about, but
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so
so I can do it if I
back to the
dawdle.
garage and I can take you through the numbers.
So if needed, we may dawdle. So with that, we'll fast forward to the end. We'll do a bit of quick practicing. So fast forwarding.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Fantastisch. Fantastisch. Advance. Quick practice. Let's head straight into the qualifying.
It's qualifying Saturday here in Barcelona, and time to see who'll get an important pole position on a track where overtaking is possible, but it's often tricky.
Right, let's head straight out there on the mediums and see what we can do. Didn't do a qualifying practice, so don't really know. I need to go faster a bit earlier, but gonna see what the lap's like without me touching much of the boost. Okay, that was a bit of a corner cut, wouldn't mind. Race running the front grip apparently. Not fantastic, but I need to keep my mediums for the race, so switch to them. We need to find about 3 seconds. Well, less than that, but you know what I mean. Actually, at least a second and a half, ideally 3 seconds for this section.
Right, we've been pushed down to P23. P23.
Oof, I think this is going to be a rough one for us, ladies and gents. $114 and we're in the 160s. We need to find 2 seconds. What are you doing, idiot? That was a terrible way to go for there, we don't mind. Not good.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
I'm not going to boost, I'm going to see if there's anything different. Switches into a wall, apparently. Ugh. Bad form for us. I've never had a game of the F1 games where, like, we've been so over the place, like 4th, 14th, 2nd, 7th, 1st, 13th, 1st, and we're going to set off in 14th again. I know they're finishing positions, but still, and I do usually improve on the starting position, but it's still a bit. Okay, let's head to the race.
It's a Super Sunday here in Barcelona. Welcome along on a brilliant day for the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. Here's our track then, familiar to all drivers on the grid, and a long run from pole down into turn 1 is going to test their ability to brake as late as they possibly can. Through turn 3, the tyres will take a huge amount of punishment. Turn 9-2 at the top of the hill, and look out for some spectacular sights of the cars at full throttle through turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2.
Bad news for the
Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hamilton, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Verstappen, Hadjar, Gasly, Lawson, and Franco Colapinto, Albon, Sainz, Jak Crawford, and Piastri.
Oh, we got a spot.
Behrman, Bortoletto, Valtteri Bottas, and Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ocon, Lindblad, Hülkenberg, Perez, and Richard Verschoor rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And joining me in the commentary box today with the best view on what is about to unfold and some strong views on the action we're about to see, Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
You've got some work to do.
I know. I want to just quickly. Oh. Focus accuracy perfect. Oh, I don't want that. I'll have to change that. Degrees Celsius, yet we saw it in Fahrenheit. Never mind.
To match your result from last race. Come on, we know you can do it.
Soft, medium, hard is an interesting option that I will go for. Take a lap out of fuel, start the race. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Whoa. Bit of bishy bashy. More bishy bashy. I need to dive in front to avoid the bishy bashy. Christ. Off with the understeer. Oh, I didn't mean to do that necessarily, but I'll take it. Itchy nose. Oh my god. Session save. In case it crashes. Back end went then. As soon as I touched the accelerator. Oh god, what's wrong with my nose? Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll go back.
Overtake mode active. Overtake active. You've got more power now from the hybrid system. Use boost on the next long straight to get past. Okay, overtake enabled, overtake enabled. on, you can win that place back.
Oh. Exciting times, ladies and gents. The battery has run out, and I have a proper Xbox rechargeable battery now. I'm not sure if it'll have any battery in it to begin with, but... hopefully I'll have enough for now, and then... I can fully charge it when I leave for the day. Team, I think we need to look at a different strategy. Absolutely out of battery completely now. Just an absolute sitting duck.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.5 seconds. Approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
This is going to go well, isn't it? I had to dive to the inside there to avoid a horrific accident.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.8 seconds. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
I'm surprised he hasn't warned me all about tyre wear yet.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.1 seconds. Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.8 seconds. Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Ooh, fuck, that was a mistake.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. You only have to stop once now. One stop left. Richard's in the pits. Richard is in the pit lane now.
Maybe I'll go for the double stop.
Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it.
Whoa!
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Oh, fucking hell, Antonelli. Jesus, man.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.5 seconds.
This corner is so weird.
Gap to your teammate behind, 18.0 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
Such an itchy eye.
Coming up to one of the Red Bulls now.
Not really. Just literally pushing me off wide. Pit stop information.
Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps.
Hang on. So I put it on lap 9. If we get a few more laps out of this medium tyres, we can go back to a soft. Soft, medium, soft. I'm doing daft shit, let's
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Push now, we're boxing this lap.
we'll just have to pit and if we can get to the soft area. I got slightly annoyed then and wanted to sort of ping him to side, but never mind. wonder if there's one of these hard tyres that are so quick that you can just keep absolutely pummeling them.
Removing the right rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Look, turns out these tyres are even worse than the other ones. They must have bedded in a bit, they'll be alright, but man, they are bloody terrible.
Richard's coming in for his stop. Tyre condition still looking good.
There's no grip for them to wear. How about you go around on marbles? Alonso could hold the power bomb for that a bit longer, that'd be lovely.
Don't forget, you've got more control than ever over your EOS mode, so play around with them in your MFD.
The album both doing the same thing there, basically. That's not just me.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. Okay, that's Hadja just ahead of you. Push hard. Okay, gap to the car in front. 6.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Time last lap, 1:18.2. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Okay, gap ahead, 6.6 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 23.8 seconds.
I presume the F1 advertising goes where all the Heineken would be.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Oh, the yellow flag.
Okay, clear.
Signs off. Signs maybe.
And gap to the car in front.
Can't see it. Christ, talk about the bloody mushroom.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 9.1 seconds.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 6.2 seconds. you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 23.8 seconds. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.8 seconds.
Lando Norris wins again for McLaren. I think he's going to start running away with the championship now. I think that's it. We have races like this where we're barely scoring anything or nothing at all.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Not the best.
Here's the checkered flag, and our winner has landoed. It's Lando Norris for victory.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell that they completely had it under control, and that is a sign of greatness.
Well, it's been a long wait for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations. He raises the trophy over his head. Lando Norris,
He literally
head and
doesn't.
shoulders above the rest today.
He literally didn't, Crofty.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Let's view the highlights. I don't think there are any, to be brutally honest. Right, we'll advance.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Look at the facility improvements. Do some advancing.
Congrats on winning that rivalry, boss. I chatted to some of their team in the airport.
We're not
and they
winning the
were much,
rivalry. Shut up, Andrew.
Quieter than usual. Nice one.
Have you got a moment? Need your input.
Hi, Chief.
Oh.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research.
Because
Let's
they
get
have
that in
finished
motion, shall we?
research.
Head to engineering for more info.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna head into results. 60 points. Pretty much ends our hopes and dreams. Let's go through the results. Kimi Antonelli 9th, Russell was 2nd, Leclerc was 4th, Hamilton in 5th, Norris won the race with Piastri in 6th, Verstappen was 3rd, Isaac Hajar was 7th, Pierre Gasly was 18th, while Colo Pinto was 11th, just outside of the points. Well, Colo Pinto, Oliver Behrman in 20th, while Ocon was 13th. Wilhelm Larsson 15th, while Lindblad is 14th. Carlos Sainz is 10th, while Albon is 12th. Bortoleto was 21st, while Hülkenberg was 23rd. Fernando Alonso was 17th, while Stroll was 24th. Valtteri Bottas Valtteri Bottas in 16th, while Perez was 22nd. I was 8th. Oh, sure. Oops, no. I was 18th. No, I wasn't 18th. I was 8th. Verschoor was 19th. Scroll. Current driver standings. Antonelli 8th. Russell is now into 2nd. Leclerc, who was at one point leading the championship, is now 5th. Hamilton is 6th. He's basically been there the whole time. Norris continues to lead the way, but Piastri has dropped back down to 3rd now. Max Verstappen is still in 7th, with Hajar still in 9th, Gasly 12th, and Colapinto has actually gained from 23rd to 17th on Countback. Oliver Behrman has dropped to place to 21st, Ocon remains 15th, Wilhelm Larsson remains 16th, while Lindblad has dropped a spot to 18th. Carlos Sainz remains 11th, and Albon remains 10th. Bortoleto remains 13th, while Hülkenberg has dropped a spot to 19th. Fernando Alonso has dropped a spot to 23rd. Stroll remains last. Bottas has dropped a spot to 20th. And Perez has dropped a spot to 22nd. I remain in 4th, and Verschoor remains in 14th. In terms of the teams, apparently I didn't do the one for Monaco either. I'm going to presume that we were still 5th. Oh, we may have been. I don't know after Monaco. Mercedes are 3rd, Ferrari are 2nd, McLaren are 1st, Red Bull are 5th. Oh, I'm filling in the wrong column now. Oh, piss. Alpine 7th, Haas 9th, Racing Bulls 10th, Wilhelm 6th, Audi 8th, Aston 12th, Cadillac 11th, and Wangernumb in 4th. So we can presume that most of these have stayed the same. In fact, all of them have, except for us and Red Bull, I imagine. So who would have been ahead of who? Let's have a look at the points. Team points. Red Bull were on 103, we're on 121. So yeah, we were still that around. They've just caught up to us very closely. 4th, 5th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 4th. Yeah, we've basically been fighting with Red Bull the whole time. But yeah, we'll leave this here. I'm gonna grab a drink and probably get straight into... Actually, no. I'll watch the sprint, because it's 10 past 11. I always tune about half an hour early for race events. And, yeah, so, I guess I'll get this edited in the meantime. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.